For those of you that don't know, I am hard of hearing. I have been hard of hearing at least since I was 4 or 5 years old. I have a sensory neural hearing loss, which is a genetic loss, and it's really, really hard to explain what it's like having a sensory neural hearing loss. For me, I hear a lot of things pretty well. I hear cars driving by on the road. I hear a plane in the sky. I don't hear birds chirping. I don't hear the oven timer going off. I hear music, but I don't hear it as intricately as other people do. I miss little things depending on the highness or the lowness of the sound. And, I haven't had my hearing tested since I was 18. It's probably changed, it's probably gotten worse. I've always known that I read lips. Reading lips is a misnomer. It's not consistent. You can't really read lips and know for certain what somebody is saying, but you use the context. For me, I still have some hearing. So I can take the sounds that I hear and I can take what I'm expecting them to say, put those things together, and my brain will fill in the blanks and I'll hear them. I'll understand them. It depends largely on what their voices are like. I have a friend who's from Belize, and when I first met him, the first year that I knew him, I couldn't understand anything he said. Nothing. But then after that year, you kind of get used to somebody's voice. Like, once you start to understand them, that doesn't really go away. And now, even though I don't see him very often, I still understand most of what he says when I see him, because we spent a lot of time together after that first year and everything. People's voices are different. There are some people that are really soft-spoken, and I can't understand them. And it's really, really frustrating to want to be friends with somebody and want to hang out with them, but struggle to understand them. I mean, you can't hang out with somebody when you can't talk to them at all and don't know what they're saying, and wow, it's hard. And it's not like, I'm not deaf, but I'm not hearing. I'm in this middle, hard to understand situation, and people have good intentions, they really do. They will, I've had friends say, well, I don't care about your hearing loss. Stop bringing it up, it's not a big deal. I still like you, and that's great, but also not great, because it's not quite far enough. Like, you're not going far enough if you just say, well, I don't mind that you struggle with this, but when you ask me to, I've asked them to repeat themselves, and they just ignore me. Like, what? They don't mind that I have the problem, but they're not willing to help me get through the problem, and that's a problem. So I want to go back to talking about voices again, and I did not know until the coronavirus, COVID-19, 2020, happened, that I realized so heavily on seeing your mouth when I talk to you. Your speech is non-existent to me if I cannot see your lips. I mean, it's really hard. I'm kind of at a point right now where I hate leaving the house. I don't like going anywhere by myself. I have no problem going somewhere with my husband because he can hear and he kind of just goes through with it. There will be times when somebody will ask something that I probably look pretty dumb, like I don't know the answer to a simple question, because if I'm out with my husband, I will turn and look at him and let him answer. And for anybody that knows me, it's really, really hard to do that. I like to talk. I'm the talker. Zach is not the talker. I am the talker. But when we go out and we're around people that are wearing masks, I just can't do it. It's a struggle, and I really hate that I am scared to leave the house a lot of the time. Scared might not be the right word. I dread it, though. I dread having to go deal with it. I've dealt with this my whole life, and it's just worse right now. Every time I have a human interaction, I just don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Every new person that I talk to, it's a coin toss. It's a coin toss whether I'm going to be able to understand them. And it's really hard. I don't like talking about it a whole lot because I feel like it's constantly repeating the same thing over and over again and again and again, and people are going to get sick of hearing about it. And so what I want to ask all of you to do is to find an app on your phone. And it can be any one that you like the best. I've been through 3 or 4 of them, but a big note app. And what it does is you type in what you want to say, and then you hold your phone up, and the other person can read it. I've been through a few, but my favorite one is Cardzilla. I think that's what it's called, like Godzilla, but Cardzilla. And it's really easy to use. You type it in, and then as your sentence gets longer, it goes from being big letters to getting smaller so that it all fits on the screen. And then when you're done with it, you can click the delete button and start over again. And I know it takes longer, and I know it's kind of awkward almost, but it is a huge lifesaver. I've had some friends at my church will use that with me. And it's kind of awkward, but I really super appreciate that they think of that they're willing to do that. I know it slows everything down. It slows everything down for me too, especially since they spend all that time typing it out, and then I reply with my voice, and it just slows everything down. But it is huge. It means so much to me. They probably don't even understand how much. To have full access to that conversation without just feeling like I'm better off at home. So keep that in mind. Download one of those apps. Bye.